Hey everyone, it's February 6th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with Chinese serial killer Zhou Kehua, who was called the Chinese Rambo by Western media, who murdered at least 10 victims beginning in 2004. And that is him right up there, and I'd like to apologize for my terrible Chinese pronunciation. Born in 1970 in Chongqing, Zhao was reportedly a well-behaved child growing up in a rural community in western China. His family home was on a hill surrounded by farmland, and that's where he spent the first 20 years of his life working in the area loading produce onto trucks and mining sand from the riverbed. Despite being from a small, tight-knit community, he was a loner, never socializing with his coworkers, instead preferring to peruse the pages of paperback books in his spare time. In his early 20s, Zhao was wed, but still spent time with his parents, often bringing his wife and son for a visit. He first ran afoul of the law in the early 2000s, serving time for theft and illegally carrying a gun. Private gun ownership is largely prohibited in China, so it is rare that anyone is seen with one. Zhao spent some time as a mercenary in Myanmar in the 90s, which would explain how he had access to firearms training. In 2004, he carried out a bank robbery, stealing the equivalent of $11,000, and shot and killed a woman and policemen in the process. The next year, he shot and killed a couple near another bank after a large withdrawal, stealing approximately $25,000. Zhao spent the next few years hiding out, but in 2009 killed again, this time shooting a People's Liberation Army soldier and stealing his submachine gun. He was now wanted on murder and terrorism charges and fled the area. Continuing to kill without remorse, he racked up 5 more murder victims and left another 3 wounded over the next 3 years. His crimes led to a reward of just under $1 million for his capture and a manhunt involving thousands of police and soldiers across China. Authorities said, "We have not seen this kind of cold-blooded killer in years." He camped out for a time in a graveyard, utilizing the survivalist skills he gained in Myanmar to live off the land, never staying in hotels or using mobile phones. In August 2012, Zhao was hiding out back in Chongqing near his childhood home when he was spotted by the police. A brief chase ensued, with Zhao running into a leather factory where he engaged in a shootout with the cops. The police won that battle, shooting him in the head, leading to his death lying face down next to a brick wall. Some conspiracy theories were floated on Chinese social media sites claiming that he had escaped, and that the dead man seen in the news was in fact a plainclothes policeman who was accidentally killed. But that officer came forward since he was alive and well, which then led to conspiracy theories about whether or not Zhao, a man who had shot and killed 10 persons, including members of the police force, had actually fired a gun at the police, and whether or not he had committed suicide rather than being gunned down by the cops. And the lesson from all of this is that conspiracy theories are stupid. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Zhou Kehua, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.